me? Right, good. So my voice, I think it's clear, right? You doesn't have any disturbance, right? Good. Right. Okay. So today we'll discuss about installation. How to install the, good evening, Sumit. Yeah, how to install the operating system, we'll see today. Okay. So we are going to install the operating system into virtual machines, guys. Okay. Right. So we'll install the operating system into virtual machine. Awesome. ఇక్కడ మేడం మీ పెన్ డ్రైవ్ డిటెక్ట్ కాలా screen not visible. Yeah, I'll give the permission, don't worry. Give me 1 minute. డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు పెన్ డ్రైవ్. So we'll install the operating system into workstation. So today you are new, okay? Don't worry. So you will get the demo videos. You can go through the demo videos, right? Okay. So just you can continue the session. It's enough, okay? Right. Today we'll see installation, how to install the operating system into VMware workstation. We'll see now, okay? So how to install the operating system into VMware workstation. Enta free space undi? సరిపోదు కానీ అది డిటెక్ట్ అవ్వట్లేదు. ఏం చేయమంటారు? ఇదైతే డిటెక్ట్ అవుతుంది, దీంట్లో స్పేస్ లేదు. ఓకే. రైట్. Now it's okay, it's visual. Right. So now we are going to install the operating system into VMware workstation. Okay. How many people you know virtualization concept? Yes, guys. Today networking కాదు నాన్న ప్రసాద్. Today is the first class. నేను మీకు చెప్పింది ఏంటంటే 6 o'clock ప్రసాదే కదా, 6 o'clock బ్యాచ్ ప్రసాద్ కదా. సో నెట్వర్కింగ్ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఒక 15 days తర్వాత వస్తుంది, అప్పుడు అటెండ్ అవ్వమని చెప్పాను, ఇవాళ కాదు. రైట్. ఓకే. సో ఇది ఇనిషియల్ డేస్లో ఉన్నాం, ఇంకా డెమోలో నెట్వర్కింగ్ చెప్పలేము కదా. రైట్. So how many people you know virtualization, guys? वो कुछ जरूरत नहीं है अभी. Avantika, actually that guy, actually he's my old student. Because of that reason I speak with him in Telugu. Okay, don't worry. So अगर कुछ important session, कुछ important है, मैं English में ही बात करूँगा. Don't worry. Okay, right. So How many people know virtualization concept, guys? I'll do one thing. I'll minimize this short box. That is better, right? Okay. Right. So how many people know virtualization? So what is a virtualization? It's a revolution in technology. Okay. It's a revolution in technology. So generally, how many operating systems we can able to install into one laptop, into one desktop? How many operating systems we can able to install? Huh? How many operating systems we can able to install? Okay, guys. How many operating systems we can able to, multiple operating systems we can able to install, Avantika? How many operating systems we can able to use at a time? Okay, we can able to install the multiple operating system. It's right answer. So with the help of dual boot, okay. But how many operating systems we can able to install it? We can able to utilize at a time. Only one, right? So maybe if you're installing the multiple operating system, so you are going to utilize only one operating system at a time. For example, we are trying to installing the Windows operating system as well as Linux both into the laptop. So assume this, I'm installing the Windows and Linux both into my laptop, right? While you are starting the mission at the time, so it will provide you options, which one we need to select, whether we need to select the Windows or otherwise we need to select Linux. So only one operating system we can able to utilize. Okay. But in real-time environment, so if you're utilizing the one operating system, if you need to install the multiple servers, so multiple servers, then what we need to do? So one operating system, one machine is enough. For example, okay. So how many people know how to create the Gmail account, guys? So how you're going to create the Gmail? How you are going to create the Gmail, guys? So we should go to the Gmail site and then we'll have the option called sign up, right? So we need to click sign up, then you will get the form, right? So then you'll get the form. So we need to fill up the form, right? We should give our details. Okay. So our name and then our contact number and then alternate mail ID and those all stuff we should provide, right? Yes, no. So our address, the required details we should provide, right? So this is one website, right? Yes, no. This is one web page. So we are accessing the one web page to create the Gmail account, right? So first we need to provide name, right? And contact number, okay? And mail ID. So don't think this is a fancy number, okay? so gmail.com. So like this again, we need to provide all the details, right? Clear, guys? So we should provide all the details. So where we are going to store all the details, guys? Are you going to store the details into your mission? Yes, guys. Okay, no issues. If it is your first class, you can continue. It's not a problem. You didn't miss anything. Okay. Just you miss only one session. That is a history of Linux. That's it. Okay. Right. So let's see, guys, here. How we are trying to accessing this website. From where we are trying to accessing this website. So from Gmail servers itself only, right? So Gmail, they need to maintain few servers, right? So for example, I'm trying to accessing one website. So Gmail, they need to maintain the web server, right? So you are trying to providing the data into this website. So where you are trying to providing the data inside the Gmail database server, That's it now. So how many servers we need to access this website? So this is one server. This is one mission. So Gmail people, they're installing the web server, right? And this is another mission. Guys, all the services, if you install into the same mission, what will happen? Maybe the server, it is going to down because of traffic, right? So because of that reason, individual services we are going to install into the individual missions. So this mission for web server. So this mission for database server. What we are trying to providing the data, so they need to store, right? So they need to store in the sense they should maintain the database server, right? So maybe SQL. So right, we'll have the different database servers, right? And then we need to access the website. How you're going to access the website? With the help of domain name, right? So https://www.gmail.com. So gmail.com, www.gmail.com, we are trying to accessing the website with the help of one host name. Yes, no. So usually system, it's unable to understand the host names and those all stuff. System, it having the IP address, right? So to convert the host name to the IP address to the host name, we need one server called DNS server, right? Domain name services. And we need IP address. We require automatic IP address. So for automatic IP address, we need to install the DHCP services, right guys? So minimum, at least we should have those 4 servers, then only we can able to access this website from Gmail. The Gmail people, they need to maintain those all the services, right? So those Gmail people, for example, so they need to maintain DHCP full form, dynamic host configuration protocol. It will provide the automatic IP address to the mission in a network, right? Okay. So I hope you got it, guys. So we need to install the 4 servers into the 4 individual missions. If you're installing this 4 servers into the same mission, what will happen? Maybe because of traffic, it is going to down, right? So because of that reason, what we are doing, we are trying to installing the different services into the different missions. It may be Linux operating system, it may be Windows, whatever it may be. Okay. So now it's a drawback, right? So we need to maintain the 4 to 5 servers physically. That means legacy, in a legacy environment, in the sense, it's a bit difficult to us. Maybe there is a problem with the server. If it is down, can we able to access this website? Right, guys? The web server, if it is down, can we able to access the website? No. So database server, it is down. Can we able to store the data? So it's a bit difficult to us. And it's a bit expensive also. We need to purchase the 4 servers, and then we need to install the 4 services into the different servers. And then we need to maintain this environment, in the sense, it's a bit difficult to the administrator. So because of that reason, so people, what they're doing, in the sense, instead of purchasing the 4 servers, 4 missions, right guys? So instead of purchasing the 4 missions, so we are going to purchase only 1 mission, guys. One strong mission, right? So we are going to purchase 1 strong mission, right guys? That is also computer only, but it having the more RAM and like strong processor, like Xeon processor, more than 128 GB RAM, and then we'll have the more than 2 TB SCSI hard disk. So like this, 1 strong mission we purchased, right? So how many operating systems we can able to install? Yes, good configuration. Okay, Sivamani. So how many operating systems we can able to install this server, guys? This is 1 mission. We can able to install the only 1 operating system. Maybe if you're installing the multiple operating system, you're going to utilize only 1 operating system at a time, right? But our intention is we need to install the multiple operating system, because all the multiple operating systems we need to utilize at a time. So because of that reason, what we are doing, in the sense, we are dividing this physical mission into multiple virtual missions. Assume this is my laptop, right? So this is my laptop. I'm trying to teaching to you people. So this is only 1 laptop. What I'm doing, in the sense, I'm trying to dividing this 1 laptop into the multiple laptops virtually. Okay. So इसका मतलब ऐसा नहीं है ये कैक्सा ब्लेड लाके काट दो, right? So clear, guys? We are dividing the 1 laptop into multiple virtual laptops, virtual missions, right? So this is 1 physical mission. So we are going to install one operating system. So first of all, we should install the one base operating system. It may be Windows operating system. It may be Linux operating system. It may be anything, Mac, whatever it may be. Okay. According to my laptop, I have the Windows 10 operating system as a base operating system. Right, guys? So Windows 10. So we need to install one base operating system. On top of this base operating system, we need to install the virtualization applications. So few third-party applications will have. So those all virtualization application. Right, guys? So let's see here. Different vendors, different virtualization application they are providing for us. Different vendors, they are providing for us different virtualization applications, right? So Windows people, they are providing Hyper-V. So Hyper-V, hypervisor. And then Linux, they're providing for us KVM, kernel based virtual machine, KVMs. And Arcal, virtual box. And VMware. So VMware is a vendor. He have the like multiple virtualization application. For example, I'm using Workstation 15.5 Pro, 16 version also you can use. The latest version is 16 Pro. Okay. Workstation, VMware Workstation, and then so VMware vSphere, right? So VMware Fusion, who using the like Mac operating system, for them you need to install the Fusion, VMware Fusion, to install the multiple virtual machines, right? I am using VMware Workstation. So 16 Pro is the latest version. Okay. What is a virtual and what is a vendor? VMware is a one vendor. Vendor means, for example, how many brands laptops will have? Dell, Lenovo, HP, IBM, right? Will have the multiple brands. Those all laptops only. Those all the people's laptop vendors. I hope you got it now, right? Lenovo is a one vendor. He's providing the laptops. So IBM, Dell is a one vendor. He's providing the laptops. Different companies, you can say, in our general terminology. Okay. Technically, we are going to call vendor, right? So here, VMware, Unix, Linux, Windows, Linux, Arcal, and then VMware, those all the vendors, they are providing for us different virtualization. According to our requirement, we are going to utilize the virtualization. So ऐसा मतलब नहीं है हम लोग Lenovo का ही लैपटॉप खरीदना है बोल के, right? According to your requirement, you are going to purchase the laptop, right? It may be any brand. It may be HP, it may be Dell, it may be IBM, whatever it may be. So depends upon our requirement, it depends upon our budget, we are going to purchase the laptop. Like the same way here also, depends upon our requirement, we are going to use the virtualization application. That's it. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं है. So we need to use only that particular application. It depends upon your client and depends upon your usage, depends upon your budget. Clear, guys? I hope you got it, right? So now I am using, right, VMware Workstation. So actually it's not a free, guys. It's a commercial. So free VirtualBox and KVM, those are open source. Free means open source. So KVM is open source and VirtualBox also open source. But hypervisor and workstation, we need to purchase the license, right? So don't worry, I will give the license keys. You can able to activate. It's not a problem. Okay. So I'm using Workstation now. VMware Workstation. VMware is a one vendor. Workstation is a one application. We need to download the VMware Workstation from the internet. It's a very easy. It's not a big deal. Okay. So now what we need to do? So we need to install the virtualization application. According to my laptop, I have installed Workstation. So it may be 16 version or 15 version, whatever if you want, you can use. But minimum you should have the 15. you need to install the 8.0 in the sense you should have minimum 15 version, VMware Workstation 15. So below 15 version, 8.0 it won't support. Right, guys? RHEL 8.0 it won't support. Minimum you should have the 15 version, right? And laptop configuration, at least actually recommended is 8 GB RAM, but at least you should have the 4 GB RAM. The laptop, it should have the virtualization enable. So in BIOS, you should enable the virtualization. Then download the VMware Workstation, you can install. I will show you how to download and those also, don't worry, okay? Clear, guys? Okay. Processor, multi-core processor. So if you're having the 500 GB RAM, 500 GB hard disk, it's enough. So minimum, if you're having the 8 GB RAM into your laptop, that is better for doing the practical sessions. Right, guys? So multi-core processor, right? So now we need to install the workstation. So any version, 15 or 16, whatever, if you want, you can install, okay? So on top of this virtual machine, what we are going to do in the sense, with the help of this virtual machine, we are going to create the multiple virtual machine. With the help of this virtualization application, we are going to create the multiple virtual machine. VM means virtual machine. So this is one virtual machine. You can install one operating system. So inside the on top of this operating system, you can install the servers. For example, web server. It may be any operating system. It should server operating system. It may be Linux servers. It may be Windows server. And then according to our requirement, again, we are going to create the one more operating system. One more virtual machine. It's not operating system. It's a virtual machine. Inside the virtual machine, we are going to install the operating system. Right, guys? So now DB server. So like this, you can create the multiple virtual machines. You can install the multiple operating system into the multiple virtual machines. You can install the multiple services, right? So all the 4 services, it is available in same machine itself only now. The maintenance and cost, everything, it got reduced. I hope you got it, guys. So what is a virtualization? Why we need to use the virtual edition? We are saving the space. We are reducing the cost. So instead of using the 4 individual machines, we are using only one machine. We are installing the one virtualization application. With the help of that virtualization application, we are creating the multiple virtual machine. We are installing the multiple operating system. You can able to utilize all the operating system, all the virtual machines at a time. I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no? So please go slowly. Okay. Right. No issues. I hope you got it, guys. So do you have any doubts, any questions still in virtualization? Okay, anyway, we are not discussing about virtualization concept here. That is a different course. Okay. Example. Example. So I have given the examples only, na? Right? You can use EC2 instance also. If you want, you can use Amazon EC2 instance. Okay. Right. So doesn't need now about DHCP servers and those all stuff. In this session, we are not going to cover any server and client concept. So this is a basic Linux, right? Good. So DHCP full form, dynamic host configuration protocol. It will provide the automatic IP address to the machines in a network. Right. While we are discussing about networking concept, I will give the clarity. At present, we are doing installation. Please concentrate on that. Okay. Guys, maybe like few people you will have the knowledge. Okay. So we have the mini non-IT background peoples and we'll have the mini freshers into our classroom. So if we are discussing those all stuff, maybe those people, they are going to get confused. Please try to understand. Right. So today concept, how to install the operating system into VMware Workstation. If you having any doubts in that, please. Clear? So let's see here how to install the operating system into VMware Workstation. Okay, so I need to teach slowly, right? Okay, so this is Workstation 15.5 Pro or 16 version, whatever if you want, you can use. Guys, it's a very easy to download. Okay, so I'll provide the link. Okay, I'll provide the link. You can download the Workstation from that link. Okay, so those all the keys and links you can download. So right, So this is a link, guys. So this is a link. Just you can click that link. Directly you are going to visit to the VMware official site. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to click that link, and those all the like keys. Don't use all the keys. Just use only one key. If it is not working first key, use second and third or fourth. Okay. So don't use all the keys. So let's see, guys, here. So this is a website. If you click that link, directly it is going to redirect to the official website, VMware official website, right? So you need to download this Workstation 16 Pro for Windows. I think you doesn't have any Linux operating system into your laptops. You'll have the base operating system. I think 90% people, they are using Windows only. So better to use Workstation 16 Pro for Windows, right? So just you can click download, automatically it will download. Okay. Automatically it will download. For Mac, you need to install Fusion, Santosh. Fusion, VMware Fusion. I doesn't have the keys related to Fusion. Please try to search into the internet, right? So guys, it's a very easy to download. So it will be downloading into the download folder. Just double click on top of that particular exe file. Give next. That's it. Then you will get like this icon on top of your desktop. So you'll get like this icon on top of your desktop, VMware Workstation Pro, like that. Okay. So clear. It's not a big deal, guys. Just you need to download the software from the official website and then double click, give next. That's it. Then it will install. You'll get like this icon on top of the desktop. I hope you got it, right? So if you click this icon, right? If you click this icon, so you are unable to copy from the chat box. Okay, maybe we have the restricted permissions. So don't worry. So I'll provide one link, and then after a few days, maybe after 2 to 3 days after completing the demonstration, they will provide the access management. Then I will give you, don't worry. Okay. So it's not mandatory to install in C drive, in the sense few configuration files. So automatically it will choose C drive, right? Yes, no. So let's see, guys, here. Already I have few operating systems. I have few virtual machines. No need to bother. You doesn't have any virtual machines. So actually I have few virtual machine, Workstation, Tower 1, RHL8 and server client like this will have few virtual machines. I'll do one thing. I'll delete one virtual machine because I doesn't have the much space into the C drive. Okay. It's not like this. You need to install the you need to install the virtual machine into the C drive itself only. If you doesn't have the space, you can choose some different drive letter. How we need to use, I will show you. So give me some time. Okay. So guys, by default, those all the virtual machines where it will store, in the sense it will store into the documents, guys. Inside the documents, you will have the virtual machine folder. So already I have installed the one virtual machine called client. I doesn't have the much space. Because of that reason, I'm deleting this. Okay. So no need to bother about the deletion. Okay. Okay. Right. So now we'll install again. Okay. So guys, please concentrate. So I will give the time. Please take the snapshot. So who belongs to offline, please make a note. Who belongs to online? So I hope you know very well how to take the snapshots, right? Okay. Online peoples. Okay. Right. So this is our VMware Workstation. If you open the VMware Workstation, you'll get like the screen, right? So now what we need to do, we need to create one new virtual machine. That means we are dividing our physical machine into multiple virtual machines, right? Using this software called VMware Workstation, right? So clear, guys, how to create the new virtual machine? So clearly we'll have the one option here, create a new virtual machine. Create new virtual machine, we need to click. Right, guys? So what we need to do, we need to open the VMware Workstation application, and there we'll have the one option called create new virtual machine. You need to click that. Okay. Then you will get like this wizard, new virtual machine wizard. Right, guys? In that we'll have two options. One is typical and then custom. So doesn't need custom options, right? So go with the typical, it's a recommended option. So you need to select typical radio button, right? So by default, you will have the typical radio button. No need to change. Go with the default option, right, guys? So I hope you're clear. Please make a note offline. So click new virtual machine, then select typical. So see, guys, you need to write like this. You should keep, okay? So create new virtual machine, okay? And then typical option. So like this, you can write. So I think it's better to understand how we need to create the virtual machine, right? So select typical and then give next, give next. You can write like this, next, okay? इला रास्कोंडे. So ऐसे जो है ना, जो maintain कर लो notes. First option, create new virtual machine. CVM बोल के लिख लो, कुछ problem नहीं है. Create virtual machine, right? And then typical, and then next, then. So guys, here we'll have three options. We'll have three options, right? Installer disk. So installer disk image file ISO. I will install the operating system later. Guys, who missed the like past day 1 and day 2? So who's a new to this class for them? Okay. So we didn't discuss anything. I have the three options: installer disk and installer disk image file ISO, and then I will install the operating system later. First option, how you're going to install the operating system into your laptop, guys? With the help of DVD, right? With the help of DVD, with the help of pen drive, you're going to install the operating system. Like the same way, having the DVD to install the operating system is the first option. Right, guys? To install the operating system with the help of DVD, you need to select the first option. And having the image file, ISO image, operating system ISO image, also we need to download from the internet. Right? So if you have this image, if you try to installing the operating system into your virtual machine using the ISO image, you should select this option. Okay? Right, guys? So okay, guys, if you doesn't have the DVD, we'll have another option, ISO image. So you can use ISO image to install Ganesh. Okay. So installer disk image file ISO. So nowadays we doesn't have the DVDs, right? Na the pata laptop and undi dantlo. So nowadays, so new laptops doesn't have any DVDs, right? So you should use the pen drive or otherwise image file to install the operating system into your workstation, right? Okay. So I will install the operating system later. Three options we'll have. I'm choosing this last option, guys. I will install the operating system later. I'm trying to creating one blank virtual machine without any operating system. If you purchase the brand new laptop, you doesn't have the operating system, how you're going to get the screen? Like the same way, I'm trying to creating one virtual machine now. Right, guys? Sir, which one should I download? Workstations. You can download Workstation 16 Pro. Rajendra. You need to download for Windows. I think you doesn't have the Linux, right? So why you are bothering about the Linux? You doesn't have the Linux operating system into your laptop, right? As a base operating system. Okay. So you'll have the Windows operating system. I have the Windows 10 operating system. Because of that reason, I have downloaded VMware Workstation for Windows, right? You have Mac. That is what I'm saying. Fusion. You need to download the Fusion, VMware Fusion. Okay. Yes. Right, guys. So I'm choosing this option. So select this radio button. I will install the operating system later. I'm trying to creating one empty virtual machine. That's it, without operating system. And give next. Give next. So give next and select guest operating system. Select guest operating system. Guys, it's not like this. We need to install Linux. You can install any operating system. It may be Windows. It may be VMware ESXi server related operating systems, and then other operating system like Dash, whatever if you want, you can install. But we are discussing about Linux, right? So we need to choose Linux. We need to choose Linux. And which flavor? How many flavors will have in Linux? How many flavors will have in Linux, guys? 800 and plus flavors will have, right? So in that, which flavor we are trying to installing? We are trying to installing Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7. If you want to can install 8 also, it's not a problem. Okay. So I'm using 764-bit operating system and give next. Give next. And then you can give the virtual machine name. It's very simple. We need to select the operating system type, Linux, and then which version we need to install. Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0, 64-bit. And then here you can give the virtual machine name. You can give any name. Okay. Just this is one name to access the virtual machine. That's it. So I'm trying to providing the name called client. So by default, it will install into C drive. If you doesn't have the much space into the C drive, so you can browse and you can select the some different drive letter. It may be D, it may be E according to your requirement, right? So click browse and then you can select the different drive letter. You can install the virtual machine, but I'm trying to installing this virtual machine into the C drive itself only, by default location itself only. Okay. And then give next. Give next. Guys, by default, you'll have the 20 GB virtual hard disk space. We are taking this virtual hard disk space from our physical machine, right? Always the laptop should have the hard disk to install the operating system. This is a virtual machine. This virtual machine should have the virtual storage, right? So by default, you will have the 20 GB. Better to keep 40 GB. Because in future, we are going to discuss about the disk management related concept. Because of that reason, we need some space for doing the practical session. So better to keep 40 GB. In C drive, at least you should have 40 GB space, free space. Kalyan. Kalyanu, illiddaru vadiledatleru manalni. So Kalyani is a one student. She belongs to 6 o'clock. And I think I'm, so I thought Kalyani only. No, he's a Kalyan. Okay. So 40 GB space we should provide. So this 40 GB, it will take from C drive. You got it, guys? Right. So we have two different options here. Umakant, do you know Telugu? English, Hindi? Umakant. So which language? You know, Telugu, Hindi, English. Abhi bataya tha na? So if you want, you can select some different drive letter also, right? So select the browse option and then choose different drive letter instead of C. Right? So sir, మీ కోసం నేను వెనక్కి వెళ్తున్నాను చూడండి. ఇక్కడ బ్రౌజ్ చేసి వేరే డ్రైవ్ లెటర్ సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోండి ఉమాకాంత్. Got it? Okay. So next, so here we'll have two different options, guys. Store virtual disk as a single file and split virtual disk into the multiple files. Okay. So better to choose first option. Store virtual disk as a single file because we have provided only 40 GB space. No need to split into the multiple files. If you're providing more than 500 GB, 1 TB, at the time you can use this option, second option. Easily we can able to take the backup. Okay. So I hope you got it. 40 GB space, it's not going to block if you try to creating, if you try to installing either like softwares, it is going to utilize the 40 GB space from the C drive. Zishan, right? Give next and then don't finish and click customize hardware, right? So don't finish, guys. So we need to click customize hardware. Okay. Customize hardware. Here we'll have the few devices. Those all virtual devices. Okay. Memory. Guys, for RHEL 7.0, 2 GB is enough for doing the practical session. Okay. I have total 16 GB RAM into my laptop. Okay. My physical RAM storage is 16 GB. From that 16 GB RAM, I'm taking 2 GB for this virtual machine. I hope you got it, guys. Okay. So from that 16, the total 16 GB maximum RAM will have. So in that recommended is 2 GB. Right, guys? So minimum you need to provide 2 GB, then only we'll get the good performance from our operating system. Right? And next, processor. Guys, I'm using i3 5th generation 4 core processor. How to know the processor details, guys? So if you're having the 4 GB, it's okay. But so you'll have some problem while you are trying to starting it at the time. Okay. So how to know the processor details in Windows? So we should go to the device manager, right? Yes, no. Right click on top of this PC. So don't say we doesn't have this PC. Okay, you will have the my computer if you're having the older versions. If you're having XP and Windows 7, you'll have my computer. Sir, I doesn't have this PC like this. Don't give the answers. Okay, so we should not go to the properties. So right click on top of this PC and then you need to click manage. Okay, so manage. So I hope you're good, guys. I'm not going speed, right? Yes, no. Online. Okay, right. So device manager will have the one option called device manager, right? So you need to select this device manager and then here you can able to find out the processor details. How many cores will have? 4 cores will have. Each core is 2.0 gigahertz. Yeah, thank you, Rockstar. Okay. So Rockstar. So clear, guys. 5th generation i3 4 core processor. Each core is 2.0 gigahertz. Okay. So 1 hertz. 1 hertz means 1 hertz, 1 cycle per second. 1 hertz. 1 hertz means 1 cycle per second. 1 megahertz, 1 million cycles per second. 1 gigahertz, 1 billion cycles per second. So each core is a 2 gigahertz, right? That means 2 billion cycles per second performance it is going to provide for us. Like this, how many cores will have? 4 cores, right? So 4 into 2. So 8 billion cycles per second. So now we are providing 2 cores to the virtual machine. Total 4 cores will have, right? We are trying to providing the 2 cores for virtual machine, 2 cores for base machine. I hope you got it, guys. So here I doesn't have the multiple processor. I have the only one processor, but it having the multiple cores, right? So 2 cores. And this is a very, very important option. Please concentrate. New CD and DVD. Guys, I doesn't have any DVD to install the operating system into virtual machine, right? I have the image file to install the operating system, right? So because of that reason, we should choose this option, use ISO image file. Then browse it. You need to download the ISO image from internet, guys. Already I have the ISO image. Don't worry, I will provide you, or otherwise I will provide the link. You can download from the link. Clear? So I'm using RHEL 7.0 ISO image. Here it's a mandatory. Without selecting the ISO image, you are unable to install the operating system into your virtual machine. Got it? Next. So network adapter. So first, memory, 2 GB minimum you can give. And then processor, 2 cores processor. And then CD and DVD. I'm using ISO image to install the operating system into workstation. That means virtual machine, right? And the network adapter. Network adapter means NIC card. Network interface card. This is a virtual NIC card. Network adapter means by default you'll have NAT. Guys, who using LAN connection? Better to use NAT. Who using Wi-Fi connection in your home? So better to use bridge connection. Why? Your virtual machine, it is going to communicate with your base machine. Then you will get the internet connectivity into your virtual machine. So I'm using LAN into our office. Because of that reason, I'm using NAT. So I'm using LAN, wire connection. So I'm using NAT. NAT means network address translator. I will tell you later. First of all, concentrate here, Rohit Reddy. Okay. So at present, just remember we need to keep NAT or bridge. I think 90% people you are using Wi-Fi only in your homes. Better to use bridge, maybe in your hostels, in your homes. So maximum you'll have the Wi-Fi connectivity, right? So better to use bridge, but I'm using NAT because in our office, I'm using LAN connectivity per internet. Clear, guys? Okay. So if you want to can install through USB also, if you having the image file, why you are going to bothering about the USB and the USBs and DVDs, guys? Again, you need to create the bootable USB, right? Already you will have the image file, select the image file directly. Why you are going to create the like bootable DVD and then bootable image file, bootable USBs? Yes, no. If you try to installing into your physical machine, then you need to use the USB. If you're installing the operating system into your virtual machine, why we need USBs, guys? Yes, no. Just we require image file and softwares. That's it. Right. Okay. So here, so who using Wi-Fi connection bridge? Who using LAN connection NAT? That's it. So present ये add रख लो बस, उससे ज़्यादा कुछ ज़रूरत नहीं है, right? While we are discussing about networking concept, at the time I will give the full-fledged information. What is NAT and what is like bridge and why we need to use those all stuff, right? While we are trying to deploying the isolated network, at the time I will teach you, okay? So USB controls according to your laptop, then you can use the like options like versions. So my laptop, it will support 3.1 USB. So doesn't need, guys, no need to change. And sound drivers, we doesn't have the printer. I'm trying to removing the printers. That's it, okay? Close. So we need to provide all the settings and we need to close and then finish it. Finish. Now the virtual machine, it got created successfully. Virtual machine, it got created successfully, guys. Okay. So now this is a one new mission. How you are going to start your mission? कैसे on करोगे laptop को? So we have the power button, right? We need to switch on that power button. Like the same way here, we'll have the virtual power button. See, power on this virtual machine. Click this option. Okay. So click this option. And then for feel, I'm going to maximize this. Okay. Then guys, see here, Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0 operating system. We are trying to installing into this virtual machine now. This virtual machine, it got started with the help of image file. It got booted with the help of image file. So how many options we'll have here? 3 options we'll have. So, okay. So install Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0, test this media and install Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0 and troubleshooting. 3 options we'll have. At present doesn't need troubleshooting. So हम लोग operating system में installation नहीं किए थे, क्या troubleshoot करोगे? Right? We doesn't have the operating system. So what are you going to troubleshoot, right? So better to choose one option in both, like install Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0 and test this media. Which option we should choose? So first option, right? First option. So install Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0. Okay, you can choose first option. If you choose second option, what will happen? Read that line. Test this media and install Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0. Right. So if you choose second option, what will happen? What will happen? It will check your image file, your media. The installation media, what will have, what we use the image file to install the operating system, it will check whether it is having the bad clusters, whether it is having the bugs or not. So my image file, it's working properly, no need to check. So because of that reason, I'm choosing first option. Guys, cursor nahi dikh raha hai bol ke tension mat ho, right? So here, Control Alt you should use, you will get the cursor. Okay. Sir, I'm unable to find my cursor. Like this questions people they are asking. So Control Alt is a key you should use. Then you can get your cursor. Double click on top of this black screen. Double click on top of this black screen. Use the navigation keys to navigate the options. So first option we should choose, right? And then hit enter. So we need to wait, and this operating system, so it will install with the help of our RHUL 7.0 ISO image. Clear? I hope you got it, guys. Yes, no? Step 2. No issues. How many cores you'll have, Shivamani? Can give at least one core. My voice you are unable to hear. Guys, what about remaining peoples? And Vamshi is saying he's unable to hear me. 4 cores, na? You can give 2 cores. No issues. If you're having 1.2, 1.25 also, it's okay. It's not a problem, okay? Right? Okay. So I hope you're clear, guys. So let's see here. Welcome to Red Hat Enterprises Linux 7.0. What language would you like to use during the installation process? So according to your, I'll provide the image link, not now, please concentrate, okay? So let's see here. So we need to choose English India, okay? So you can choose anything, okay? Right. So which language you're going to use to install the operating system? So guys, Red Hat, it will support a number of the languages. So not only English United States, not only English India, it will support Telugu also, Hindi also, Tamil also. Tamil, Telugu, right? Kannada also you will have, guys. Marathi also you will have. Okay, everything, Japanese. So Hindi, right? So आपके घर में practice करने के लिए it's okay, but don't do this in real time, okay? Right. So better to choose English. So we are not Chinese, right? So we are not going to use the like Chinese language, like अपने local languages use नहीं करते यहाँ पे technology में. So we are going to use maximum English only here, right? So usually China people, they are going to use their local language only in technology also. Because of that reason, they have that much of strong security. क्योंकि वो language दूसरे लोग नहीं जानते ना. Yes, no, right? So always true, right? Yes. So English and United States, okay? So you can choose any English, guys. It depends upon your requirement. So usually we are going to get the project from US. Because of that reason, I'm choosing United States. Okay. So click continue. So click continue. Please take snaps. Offline, please make a note. Okay. So आज ठीक है, पेपर में लिखे तो लिख लो, कल से बुक मेंटेन कर लो, right? Okay. So installation summary. So next option, coming to installation summary, we'll have 3 more options, guys. Localization, software, and system. How many options we'll have? 3 options we'll have. Okay. So localization, UK also you can use. Okay. UK English, Indian English, whatever if you want you can use according to your requirement. Okay. So localization, software, and system. Right, guys. So we'll see about localization now. So coming to localization, again, 3 options we'll have. One is date and time, keyboard, and language support. So date and time, keyboard, and language support. So first we'll say about date and time. So click date and time. Okay. According to India, we need to provide region Asia and city Kolkata, Indian time zone. So just you can click here, Kolkata, you'll get Asia, Kolkata. Right, guys? Region, Asia, and then city, Kolkata, right? And then if you want, you can use 24/7 time or AM, PM time also according to your requirement. Okay? So depends. So date April 20 is a date today. No need to change. And here network time will have see. So what is this network time? So we need to switch on now. So what is the use of this network time? Guys, coming to real-time environment, right? For example, we have the one organization, that organization having 200 missions. Okay. That organization having 200 missions. Those all the 200 missions, it's into the same network. Okay. So now we need to assign the time for 200 missions. Can you be able to assign the unique time for 200 missions manually? It's possible. Assign kar sakte ho. We have the 200 missions into our organization, guys. We need to assign the unique time for 200 missions. Okay, right. So unique time for 200 missions, right? So can we able to assign manually? It's possible. I need to switch on the mission. I need to assign the time. Again, I need to switch on another mission. I need to assign the time, right? It will take long time, and as well as you are unable to assign manually unique time. If you doesn't have the unique time, then how you are going to calculate your login, employee login timings, and then few services you are unable to access if you doesn't have the proper time. If you want to can change the time settings into your Windows machine, access the Google, what will happen? Let's check. If you doesn't have the proper time, you are unable to access the few services, right? So we should have the unique time. So then only we can able to access few services. So how to assign the unique time for 200 missions? Manually, it's not possible. What we are going to do in the sense, we'll take one mission. We are going to install in that mission NTP server, network timing protocol, NTP server. So this server mission, we are going to connect into our network automatically. See here, we need to provide that particular server details, NTP server details here. NTP server IP address or host name. So we should provide, and then we need to click and we should switch on this. If you switch on this client mission, what I'm trying to installing the client mission, it will synchronize with our NTP server. Automatically, you will get the time zone, time and everything. No need to provide manually. So this is our individual mission. It's one standalone mission. So because of that reason, we doesn't have the NTP server into our enrollment. So just we are trying to installing this virtual machine for doing the practical session. In real-time enrollment here, we need to provide the NTP server details. Got it, guys? Kartikeya, please concentrate. So you need to provide the automatic time to the client machines in the sense we should install the NTP server. So we are going to communicate with this NTP server. Here we need to provide the NTP server details. That means host name or IP address. And then click OK. And then switch on this. This mission, it is going to communicate with the NTP server. Automatically, this mission, it is going to synchronize the time from NTP server to client mission. Each and every mission, it having the unique time in a network now. No need to provide the manual timing for each and every mission. I hope you got it. Right? NTP full form, network timing protocol. Yes. So we need to update. That means we need to provide the IP address of NTP server. We doesn't have the NTP server. How will have the web services? How will have the database server? Like the same way, we need to configure the NTP server. We'll have 1023 services. Right? So in that, NTP also one service. So cronid is a package we should install for NTP server. Right? Okay. So click done. So click done. Keyboard. So United States English, and if you want, you can add one more layout also. So मी इष्ट मशीन लैंग्वेज जो लैंग्वेज आपको चाहिए वो लैंग्वेज ऐड कर सकते हो. Hindi, Telugu, layout, keywords you can use, but I'm not adding. Okay. You need to add in the sense you should choose. You need to select this. You need to click this plus symbol. Then here you can select the layout. Okay. I'm not going to add any keyboard layout. Okay. I'm going with the default only. Okay. So done. And language support already we did. So United States English, if you want, you can change the language support according to your requirement. Okay. So click done. So coming to software. So next option is a software, guys. So next option is a software. Kartikeya, I think 6 o'clock batch Kartikeya, right? Yes, no. Right. So installation source. So coming to software, will have two options. So installation source and software selection, right? So click installation source. Installation source means with whom we are trying to installing the operating system. With the help of image file, we are installing the operating system. Image file is an installation source. I hope you got it, guys. So image file is a installation source, right? So guys, better to keep auto detected installation media. So we have the one more option on the network. Guys, in real-time environment, to install the operating system, people, they are not going to provide the image file. They're not going to provide any DVDs to install the operating system. How we need to install the operating system in real-time environment? Through network. Because of security, they won't allow the pen drives and DVDs. Maybe if they're going to lose the data, so they're going to lose their business. So because of that reason, few people, they're not going to allow, even mobile phones also, right? So at the time, what we need to do in the sense, we have the kickstart services, PXE boot services. Okay. So we need to provide the URL of that particular server. Then it will install the operating system through network. Just we should boot, and then we need to install the operating system through network. Okay. At present, we doesn't have any kickstart services here. So because of that reason, we are installing the operating system with the help of image file. So better to keep auto detected installation media. Don't change anything. So RHEL 7.0, it got detected. So click done. Then software selections. Guys, please concentrate. Many people are doing the mistakes here itself only. So guys, by default, you will have the minimal installation. Okay. So if you're having the minimal installation, we can able to install the operating system, but you'll get the basic functionality. That's it. We can able to execute only few commands, and that too, you won't get any GUI mode. You'll get only CLI mode, right, guys? So better to choose this option, server with GUI. You'll get the GUI mode, and then you can able to perform all the tasks. Okay. Don't bother about the add-ons. We'll see later. Okay. So here we are not going to discuss about any services. So click done. So server with GUI and click done. That's it. So I hope you're clear about software, right? Yes, no, software option. So installation source, don't change anything in installation source. And coming to software selection, we should choose server with GUI option, right? And then coming to system, we'll have the two more options: installation destination, network, and host name. So click installation destination. Installation destination means where we need to install the operating system, right? So while we are creating the virtual machine at the time, so we provided 40 GB hard disk space, right? This black color tick you need to keep on top of this hard disk. Okay, right, guys? That means we are installing the operating system into this 40 GB hard disk. So we have two options here: automatically configure the partition. I will configure the partitioning. So better to choose this option, because in future we are going to discuss about the disk management concept. At the time we need some file system. So because of that, if you choose this option, it will install the operating system, but you doesn't have the space to create the partitions in future. Okay. So because of that reason, we are selecting, I will configure the partitioning, second option. Don't forget this option. Okay. So I will configure the partitioning and then click done. That means we are doing manual partitioning. According to our requirement, we are trying to creating the partitions now. Guys, to install the RHEL 7.0, 8.0, whatever it may be, at least you should create three partitions: root, boot, and swap. Root, boot, and swap, right, guys? So now remember this, we are using LVM option. If you want, you can use standard partition also, it's not a problem. Better to use LVM. Okay, so better to use LVM. Clear, guys? So remember, I will tell you what is LVM, what is a standard partition, while we are discussing about disk management concept at the time. So now it's not right time. Okay, so now how many partitions we need to create? Three partitions minimum: root. / boot and swap, right? So click plus and then use this drop down menu and select the /. సో కనిపిస్తుందా లేదా? ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసాను, పర్లేదు ఇక్కడికి వచ్చేసాను, రైట్. / కష్టమా రావడం? సరే, ఓకే, రైట్. సో /. సో we need to choose /. See, so this is a /. We need to choose, and then minimum is 2 GB, guys. More than 2 GB can give. Okay, so now I'm trying to providing 12 GB. So minimum is a 2 GB, guys, and you can give more than 2 GB, right? And then click add mount point. So /, it got created, 12 GB is a space for that. Okay, and then next boot. So boot minimum 200 MB. I'm trying to providing 400 MB. Okay, so doesn't need 400 MB also, 200 MB is enough. Okay, so click add mount point, right guys? Root, boot, and one more partition, swap. Swap is a virtual RAM. We need to provide equal to RAM or otherwise double of the RAM. I will tell you tomorrow what is virtual RAM, so how much we need to provide, from where we need to take, and those all stuff. Okay, so here I'm trying to providing 10 GB at present. Okay, usually you need to give equal to RAM. This virtual machine, it having the 2 GB RAM, right? You need to provide 2 GB swap partition or otherwise 4 GB swap partition, right? So but I'm trying to providing 10 GB because so it will install a little bit quickly because of that reason. Okay, and then remaining all optional, guys. If you want, you can create, or otherwise you can leave it. Okay, I'm trying to creating home partition. It depends. I'm providing 8 GB space for home. So guys, if you observe, 3 partitions, it belongs to system. 1 partition, it belongs to data, right? Those 3 partitions, it belongs to operating system. Boot, root, swap. Those 3 partitions, it belongs to operating system. Home, it belongs to personal. We can able to store our personal data. So got it, guys? So home 8 GB I'm providing. Okay, and then swap, better to give 10 GB. Actually recommended is equal to RAM or double of the RAM. Okay, right guys? I hope you got it. Then total 40 GB space. In that we utilize approximately 30 GB, remaining 10 GB available space will have. This 10 GB we are going to use in future while we are doing the disk management concept at the time. Clear, guys? So click done. So click done, accept changes, accept changes. Clear? Done. Next option, network and host. Guys, you need to switch on this Ethernet. Ethernet you'll have now, you need to switch on. If you switch on this Ethernet, if you having the internet into your home, automatically you will get one IP address from your DHCP server. So like the same way I got one IP address. If you want, you can change the host name according to your requirement. You can give client.example.com, server.example.com, like this you can give, right? And click done. So click done and click begin installation. That's it, simple. So after changing all the settings, we need to click begin installation. So here we should provide the root user password. Okay. Okay, root user password. So guys, don't ask me root user password, your root user password to me. Many people they are asking, sir, I am unable to log in as a root user, tell me the password. So ये आपका password है, आप जानते हो, मैं नहीं जानता हूँ, right? So you can give any password, your name, your family members name, your friends names. అబ్బాయిలు మీకు బాగా అర్థమైంది కానివ్వండి, right? So clear? So I hope you got it. You can give any name, so don't forget. So don't forget the password, right? So password వాడుక భాషలో ఉండే పెట్టుకోవాలి అంతే, right? So hi Imran, I have Power cut. I have missed the. Okay, no issues. You will get the demonstration demo link in YouTube, so you can go through that. Okay. So click done, and then create one user, normal user. Okay. I'm creating one user called student, and you can use any password. So depends upon your requirement. So if you're providing the more than 8 characters, so it's a strong password. So this is my personal mission. Because of that reason, so I'm giving only 6 characters. That's it. Okay. So click done and done. That's it. So we need to wait few minutes. So total 1189 packages it should install. It will take some time. It will take more than 10 to 15 minutes. Okay. So let's see here. So guys, management, they're not going to provide any videos. They will provide you only demo videos for 1 week. That's it. That too into YouTube link. We'll have the YouTube channel. So there we can able to find out the demo videos. That's it. So they are not going to provide any entire class videos. Okay. If you need videos and those all stuff, please try to communicate to the management. You can create same password. You can use some different password. So root password को आपके जो father का नाम दीजिए और normal user password को आपके mother का नाम दीजिए. So it's not a problem, right? So shall we increase, decrease the configuration after completing the setup? So shall we increase means few we can able to increase. If you want to can add additional hard disk space, but what we have the space we are unable to increase. Yeah, RAM you can increase. You can. So we need to shut down and then simple guys. If you purchase the laptop, you'll have the 4 GB RAM. So can we able to increase the 4 GB RAM to 8 GB RAM? It's possible. కొత్త ల్యాప్టాప్ కొన్నారు దాంట్లో 4 GB ఉంది దాన్ని నేను 8 GB చేసుకోవాలనుకున్నా నేను ఇంకో 4 GB RAM కొనుక్కొని దాంట్లో యాడ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా ఇది కూడా అంతే కాకపోతే ల్యాప్టాప్ ఆన్ లో పెట్టి RAM చేంజ్ చేయకూడదు so we need to switch off the laptop and then we need to open the RAM and then we should add okay so like the same way we need to shut down the virtual machine and we need to increase the RAM space okay got it so don't do your own okay so if you having the like you need to increase your laptop RAM in the sense you should go to the professionals so they will attach the RAM and then they will provide you don't do your own okay for boot folder so guys root boot swap those all the information we are going to discuss tomorrow okay at present concentrate on installation don't miss the tomorrow's class especially don't miss the tomorrow class if you miss the tomorrow class I am unable to help you clearly I am saying okay so don't miss the tomorrow's class it's a 3rd chapter already we completed 2 chapters so tomorrow 3rd chapter file system hierarchy if you miss the file system hierarchy so you will have the confusion in Linux got it yeah so give me some time I'll provide the link and those all stuff Shivamani right so let's see here guys please concentrate क्या है यार फर्स्ट क्लास सेकंड क्लास के स्टूडेंट के जैसा कर रहे हो आप लोग हाँ what kind of doubts you'll have you can ask me I will give the clarity you can use Amazon EC2 instance also doesn't need to install if you having the Amazon EC2 instance you can execute those all the commands no need to install that is what I said yesterday if you doesn't have the good configuration laptop right so better to use EC2 instance so Linux class के लिए laptop खरीदने की जरूरत नहीं है right 1.5 hour class daily yes 1.5 hour class daily will have okay So we should wait few more minutes. Okay. So let it complete, guys. So installation complete कर देंगे आज. So फिर बाकी नहीं रखना चाहिए, right? So we'll do tomorrow file system hierarchy. So new chapter, fresh chapter. Okay. So hi Imran, can you please provide the Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8.0 image file? See guys, I'll show you how to download the image file from internet. So please concentrate, okay? I'm unable to provide the image file. So if you're in Hyderabad, directly visit to the office and then our technical team, they will provide you. Because this 8.0 image file size is more than 8 GB. How I can able to provide through internet? Tell me. So I need to upload the 8 GB in the sense into Google Drive. It will take long time, right? So because of that reason, better to download your own. I will show you how to download, right? Tomorrow I will show you, okay? Because we doesn't have the much time, okay? So or otherwise, if you belongs to Hyderabad, so go to Naresh IT office and we'll have the technical team. So his name is Raju, and then he is going to provide the image file and required software so you can install, right? So give me some time. I will provide the links and everything, guys. So give me like until at least demo complete hone do yaar. So I will provide all the stuff for you, right? Huh? कैसे provide करूंगा? Google Drive link से provide करूंगा, right? And then, so I don't know why you people that much of curiosities you'll have. Huh? First class ana. ఇదే క్యూరియాసిటీ లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ దాకా కూడా ఉంటే బాగుంటది. ఏంటమ్మా? పర్లేదు, అది డిలీట్ చేసేసేయండి. డాక్యుమెంట్స్లోకి వెళ్ళండి. డాక్యుమెంట్స్లోకి వెళ్ళండి. सो फर्स्ट डे ये क्यूरियोसिटी ఉంటదో जो फर्स्ट डे जो क्यूरियोसिटी आप लोगों को रहता है वही क्यूरियोसिटी यू शुड मेंटेन टिल 35 days. Then only you will get the syllabus. delete చేసేసాను మేడం. 30 to 35 days guys. 30 to 35 days. రేపు ఇవ్వండి, ఇప్పుడు టైం లేదు. 4 GB ఫైల్, అది చాలా టైం పడుతుంది కాపీ అవ్వడానికి. రేపు రాగానే ఇవ్వండి, నేను ఇస్తాను, టెన్షన్ పడకండి. గూగుల్ డ్రైవ్ లింక్ నేను ఇస్తాను, దాంట్లో డాక్యుమెంట్స్ తర్వాత రిక్వైర్డ్ సాఫ్ట్వేర్స్ అన్ని ఒక 4 to 5 days టైం ఇవ్వండి నాకు, ఓకే? So guys, I'm not talking with you, and then one offline guys is asking some doubt. Because of that reason I'm giving the answer in Telugu, okay? So don't worry. So I'll speak in Hindi and Tamil also. It's not a problem. Okay. Yeah, we are doing offline sessions also. If you need offline session, so try to communicate to the management and then they will provide the like address and those all stuff. Okay. Offline means same. Huh? So it's not a basic commands, guys. So let it wait for 30 days, then you can able to understand what type of stuff we are discussing. Okay, Virendra. Yeah, I already shared the VMware link into your chat box. Guys, please keep quiet. Offline please. ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు? 50 మంది ఉన్నారా? See, I said I will tell you how to download the image file tomorrow. Please concentrate. So or otherwise, if you're unable to download, I will provide one link. You can download the image file, because I doesn't have the access to provide the link into the chat box. I have the restricted permissions here. Okay. Yes. If you're having the 2 GB, you need to increase the RAM space. Like at least you should have 4 GB RAM into your laptop. Otherwise, you are unable to install. So if you're having the Kali Linux, you can use, but few commands are different. So who's talking like Trivikram? So ఎందుకులారా మీరు నన్ను ఎంత పొగిడినా కూడా నేనైతే వీడియోస్ ఇవ్వలేను. మీరు త్రివిక్రమ్తో కంపేర్ చేసిన, పవన్ కళ్యాణ్తో కంపేర్ చేసిన, చిరంజీవితో కంపేర్ చేసిన నేనైతే వీడియోస్ ఇవ్వలేను. సో దోస్ ఆల్ ద వీడియోస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి రికార్డెడ్ ఇన్ టు ద క్లౌడ్. సో దోస్ వీడియోస్ ఇట్ విల్ బి అవైలబుల్ ఇన్ management, technical team, they are going to manage. Okay. So for MacBook Fusion, VMware Fusion, guys, please. See, మీరు కాంప్లిమెంటరీలు ఇచ్చేంత పుణ్యం ఉంటుంది, చెప్పింది అర్థం చేసుకుంటే చాలు. ఓకే. So what I'm trying to teaching to you people, you should understand that is enough for me. Okay. So and then you need to get the job after completing the courses. So I'm going to feel very happy. Okay. So kabhi to bhi, sir, I got a job like this, you can send one mail or message, I'm going to feel happy, that's enough. So पवन कल्याण से कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है और त्रिविक्रम से कंपेयर करने की जरूरत नहीं है. राइट. ओके. So let's see, guys, please concentrate, guys. Right, see the installation, it got completed. We need to click reboot. Okay, we have few settings we need to change now. So after that, the operating system is ready to use. So then hit enter. క్లాస్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు మాత్రం గమ్ముగా ఉంటున్నాడు, కొంచెం గమ్ముగా అయితే మాత్రం స్టార్ట్ చేస్తున్నారా? క్లాస్ చెప్పేటప్పుడు మాత్రం బాగానే కాన్సన్ట్రేట్ చేస్తున్నారు, పర్లేదు, ఆ మాత్రం ఉంటే చాలు. సో లెట్స్ సీ గైస్ హియర్. So kdump, so kernel crashing dumping mechanism. So maybe if you did like improper shutdown because of some reason, the kernel, if it got crashed, so we need to know the information because of which reason the kernel it got crashed, right? We'll get the notification. For notification, we are trying to providing some space, so no need to bother this, just click forward, that's it. And then no need to take the registration and subscription, guys, just click no and then finish it, that's it. Just you need to select no option. So I will register later and then so it's ready. So this is our operating system. Now I'm trying to log in as a student user. So this is RHEL 7.0. So I hope you're clear about installation, right? So please don't miss the tomorrow's class. Okay. So give next and start using Red Hat Enterprises Linux. So this is Genome Help. So graphical user interface help, guys. Okay. So you'll get few videos here. So if you want, you can watch the videos. So guys, I'm not going to teach any graphical user related stuff here. Everything we are going to interact with the help of the UI interface, text user interface only. So got it. So this is our operating system. Okay, guys. So difference between SUSE and Red Hat. So yesterday we discussed, na? So that is a one flavor. So according to, so what is the difference between Dell laptop and Lenovo laptop means what I said, what I need to give the answer. So depends upon your vendor priority, we are going to use the operating systems, right? Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe. Please don't miss the tomorrow's class. It's a very, very important session.